Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Mixed Text and Politics. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. All right, let's get started here. So Joe Biden's diversity hire to head the FAA knows nothing about aviation. How is that even possible? Well, it's because Joe Biden likes to hire people based off of race and gender and sexual identity, if they identify with one of the 52 genders. Now, what does the FAA do? Regulating civil aviation to promote safety, encouraging and developing civil aeronautics, including new aviation technology, developing and operating a system of air traffic control and navigation for both civil and military aircraft, researching and developing the national aerospace system and aeronautics, developing and carrying out programs to control aircraft noise and other environmental effects of civil aviation, regulating U.S. commercial aerospace transportation. So you would think that somebody who is going to head the FAA should know a little something about aviation and safety. Not this guy. Let's check this out. This is Senator Ted Budd from North Carolina interviewing him, asking him some basic questions that he should know. Let's check this out.
Mr. Washington, can you quickly tell me what airspace requires an ADS-B transponder?
Not sure I can answer that question right now.
That's okay. We'll just keep going. So that's a pretty important part. So what are the 6 types of special use airspace that protect this national security that appear on FAA charts?
Sorry, Senator, I cannot answer that question.
Okay. So what are the operational limitations of a pilot flying under basic med?
Senator, I'm not a pilot, so...
but obviously you'd oversee the Federal Aviation Administration. So any idea what those restrictions are under basic med, quickly?
Well, some of the restrictions, I think, would be high blood pressure. Some of them would be...
It's more like how many passengers per airplane, how many pounds in different categories, and what altitude you can fly under. So, and then amount of knots. It's under 250 knots. So it's not having anything to do with blood pressure. So can you tell me what causes an aircraft to spin or to stall?
Again, Senator, I'm not a pilot.
Okay, let's keep going. What are the...
You can hear the frustration in Senator Ted Budd's voice with this guy.
3 aircraft certifications the FAA requires as part of the manufacturing process. Quickly, please. 3 aircraft certifications.
Again, what I would say to that is that one of my first priorities would be to fully implement that Certification Act and report.
You know the 3 types, Mr. Washington? The 3 types? Okay. Yeah, that's type certificate, production certificate, and airworthiness certificate. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let's just keep going, see if we can get lucky here. So can you tell me what the minimum separation distance is for landing and departing airliners during the daytime, Mr. Washington?
I don't want to guess on that, Senator.
Departing airliners during the daytime.
Wait.
So can you tell me what the minimum separation distance is for landing and departing airliners during the daytime, Mr. Washington?
I don't want to guess on that, Senator.
Are you familiar with the difference between Part 107 and Part...
So he couldn't even answer a question about the separation between airliners when landing and departing.
44809 when it comes to unmanned aerial standards? Unmanned like drones? Are you familiar with the difference?
Yes.
Okay. You know the difference between those 2, Part 44809 and Part 107? Do you know the difference there?
No, I cannot
That's okay.
Fill that
out. Okay, you saw that. I would trust Senator Ted Budd to head the FAA before this guy. Now, this video is from early March, but I'm not sure if you've heard about it or seen it. But this is what we're dealing with. Now, I saw Ted Cruz the other day on TV. He says likely that his nomination will be pulled. So that is very good to hear, because we don't want some diversity hire overseeing the safety of the aviation in the United States, who knows nothing about aviation. He went 0 for 7. You would think he should be able to answer at least half of these questions, at least, okay, 3 to 4 of these questions out of 7. I mean, he should answer all of these. He should get all these right, but he went 0 for 7. His answers were, I'm not sure. I'm not a pilot. It doesn't matter if you're a pilot or not. You should know these things. And this is the problem here. This is a big problem because when you hire people based off of race or some woke hire, like because somebody's black or because they identify as LGBTQ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you get the idea. It causes issues in our country. It's actually a cause for danger because if you hire pilots, you hire these people who are supposed to do important jobs in our country based off of race and they have no experience or based off of what they identify as, it's a cause for concern. Like Pete Buttigieg said he wants to put construction workers that identify that are similar to the race of the place they're building it. So if you have a black, have a predominantly black neighborhood, there's a home being built there or a business being built, and the construction workers are white, no, that's not good enough. He wants them to be black or Latino. He wants the people on the building these buildings to identify with the people in the neighborhoods, which is stupid. It should not matter if you're green, if you're from Mars, if you are Indian, if you're white, it doesn't matter. If you can do the job, that's all I care about. If you know how to fly a plane, if you can answer these questions about the FAA, aviation, things like that, I don't care if you're a Hispanic female. I don't care if you're a 60-year-old white man. If you have the experience and the knowledge, then you're qualified for the job. But that's the problem with this administration, which is why we're seeing issues with these. We're having close calls with airlines. Some planes are getting, having close calls and accident, crashing and stuff like that, running into each other because of these woke hires. It's stupid. Look, these types of things, and Ted Cruz put it best. I don't want the person who in charge of the FAA to be a Republican or a Democrat. It's the same thing with somebody in charge of the FBI. You don't want a Republican or a Democrat. I mean, you don't want to know what they believe in. You just want them to uphold the rule of law, which is all I care about. Judges and things like that. I want you to uphold the Constitution and do what's right with the rule of law. That's all I care about. I don't care what color you are. That doesn't matter to me. So yeah, this is the problem with woke hiring. You get people that are unqualified and have no clue what they're doing. Yeah. Let's please hope this guy gets his nomination pulled. Well, I think it was, from what I heard yesterday, or recently, it looks like he will not make it through, which we can all be thankful for that. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care.